Alright fellas, it's been exactly 1 month since my surgery. I figured some of you guys may care, and I figured I'll just go ahead and show you like where my weight is at. As some of you know, I originally started at 306. The day of my surgery I was 289.9 or something, so I just say 290. So let's go ahead and see where I'm at 1 month afterwards. Alright, as you guys can see, 261.2 or whatever it was. So I think that's a pretty good month. Alright guys, I'm heading to the grocery store. I'm just waiting on my daughter. I got my vitamin in my mouth if I'm talking kind of weird. But it's freaking still cold here. We are in sorry, I'm putting the seat back in my wife's car here. We are still in a deep freeze, but guess what? Thursday, they're calling for like 55. I know, I can't believe it either. It's gonna be like summer. I'm gonna be running around in shorts, swimming and stuff, and just all that good stuff. But man, I'll tell you what, ever since I shaved the beard, I shaved it yesterday, my face, man, like I still got a little bit of, you know, a double chin under there. But man, am I just like, wow, my face is thinned out so much. Like my glasses, my sunglasses, my safety glasses, these actually have my prescription in them. These almost look, I don't know, I think they look almost too big on my face. Like I need to get something smaller. But I don't know. I paid good money for these. I've had these a long time. These things, shoot, I think I've had these things 5 years or so. And they were like $225. So, I mean, I've got my money's worth out of them. I actually need to get a new set because these bad boys, man, they're getting beat up pretty good. But here comes my daughter. Me and her's gonna go do some grocery shopping. You ready there, Slim? Yeah. Yeah?
And Mommy said to get Hawaiian Punch.
Get Hawaiian Punch?
Yeah.
I thought we just got a gallon of Hawaiian Punch.
But it's all gone.
You guys already drank it? So I'm gonna have you get a job just so you can pay for your own Hawaiian Punch, okay?
Mommy told me to get it.
Oh, so you don't even want it? I'm just kidding. Let's go grocery shopping.
I'm such a good recorder.
Such what?
Good recorder.
You gotta work on your skills. Yes, I want my own vlogging channel.
Not our own. You know that. Tomato soup.
Where?
There.
That's not tomato soup.
It's pizza sauce.
Yep, right there. You wanna grab that 4-pack?
Oh, goodness. Hold this.
Careful now, careful. You cold?
I think I'm cold.
Alright guys, we're at Fisher's now because I don't eat meat from Walmart. For some reason, I've always hated Walmart meats. So we come over to Fisher's. It's more like a more hometown, kind of smaller market, but you get things a lot more fresh. At least I think so. Good number? Yes, ma'am. I'm gonna get a ½ pound of pepper jack cheese. Let's do a ½ pound of Swiss, please. No, I think that'll be it for now. All right. Thank you, too. I was gonna get Munster, but I don't think I can eat it all before.
What is that?
Munster cheese?
Yeah.
It's good. I don't know exactly what's in it, but it's good. Bags are a pain in the butt.
Let me see it.
I got it. No pops, trust me, I've done this before. See? Legs. Do a few packs of chicken legs. You didn't catch that, did you?
No, where was it?
I dropped them.
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
Get some filet mignon, some steak. So me and Miley just got done with our little shopping adventure. Took, it's 3:05. It took a lot longer than I was expecting. But Walmart was slammed. I don't know why either. It's normally not bad on a Sunday. They were packed. Fisher's wasn't bad at all. We were in and out of there in 10-15 minutes. But, yeah, man. Did you have fun, Miley?
Yeah.
She's starving right now. We left the house probably about noon, roughly. And she hadn't, I don't think you had ate today, had you? Oh, you had cereal this morning? But she's pretty hungry right now. Gotta keep them muscles growing, huh? Alright guys, I figured I'd show you a real quick little kind of snack I do whenever I'm kind of wanting something sweet, but also, you know, something delicious. Basically, I just got like 2 strawberries cut up and a kiwi cut in half. And then we have sugar-free whipped topping over here that I kind of just put in there to, I don't know, maybe make it go down a little easier. So I just wanted to talk to you guys real quick about some of the things that have just went on during this first month after having my gastric bypass. I'll get right into it. The first thing is, the first week didn't have a lot of pain other than the first 2 days after surgery whenever I came home from the hospital. While I was in the hospital, I was so medicated, I mean, you could have shot me, it wouldn't have mattered. I mean, there's just no pain in the hospital whatsoever. There is some, you're uncomfortable because they've just operated on your stomach, so you're a little, uncomfortable. You can't lay on your sides or anything like that. But other than that, there was no pain. Now, I came home 3 days later after surgery, and that night that I came home, oh my goodness, fellas, that was the worst pain I've ever had in my life. What it was is I had built up gas inside of me from where they blow your stomach up for the surgery. And there's only 2 ways to get it out. You either burp it out or you fart it out. I mean, just to be plain and simple. And I couldn't do either one. My gas was literally just moving around inside of me and super painful, fellas. I can't even explain how painful it was. And had instant regret. I mean, like, oh my God, what did I do? Yada, yada, yada. And that kind of carried over for a couple of days even afterwards. That the pain subsided 2 days after I came home. I started being able to get it out, and that really helped out. I still was on medication whenever I came home, but it wasn't touching the gas pains, if you know what I'm saying. Other than that, just kind of going through the process of liquids, broths, and then you move into pureed, like basically like baby food, and then you go, I'm in soft foods, and now I'm pretty much into, I can eat anything that, I can pretty much chew up really fine, to like a pasty consistency, which is almost darn near about anything. But, and that's, now that I'm into a month of my, my after surgery, my post-op, I guess they call it. Other than that, a lot of it is up in your mind. I mean, they can help you fix this. They can help, give you your tool to lose weight and control how much you can eat. But your mind, your mind's still up here saying, hey, let's swing into McDonald's. Hey, let's eat, 2, 3, 4 slices of pizza. Hey, you can't do it, but your mind's still telling you to, if you know what I'm saying. So it's kind of like, you're going through these stages of your mind just being overwhelmed, if you know what I'm saying. Like, I used to be able to eat all that, and now I can't. So you're not getting that satisfaction. That's what I'm trying to get at. Food was very satisfying for me beforehand, and now I don't get any satisfaction at all from food. I mean, if anything, it's a bit of a letdown when you eat. because you get your meal and then you just eat this little bit. You know, roughly you're supposed to be able to get about 4 ounces, and sometimes I can get a little bit more, sometimes a lot less. You know, sometimes one egg will do it for me. Other times, you know, I'll have to have like an egg and a piece of bacon or something like that. But it's super small, like the amounts that you can eat. So it's your mind up here saying, oh, let's, you know, grab a sausage, egg, and cheese bagel from McDonald's. And even if I did, I would take 2 bites and I would be stuffed. I mean, it's literally, I mean, it's a waste, if you know what I'm saying. I had some buddies in town last week, and we went to Fridays, and I said, okay, well, I'll get, you know, chicken fingers and fries. Well, ate 1 chicken finger, fellas, and maybe 2 fries, and that was absolutely it. I mean, and this meal, I think after we left, I think with tip and everything, was like 21 bucks. So I paid $21 for a chicken finger and probably 2 fries. So as you can see, it's a waste of money. But it's also a learning process. I'm learning. I'm also learning, like they told us before, hey, don't drink before a half an hour before you eat or a half an hour after. But your mind and, you know, just being still in rhythm from before the surgery, if you have a drink around you and you're sitting there eating your little bit of food, you don't even think about it sometimes. You grab your drink. Well, I've made this mistake a couple times, and right after I've swallowed some food, I'll go to reach and grab a drink and swallow, and oh my goodness, it feels like, I don't know, it feels like you just put a big lump of something in your stomach, and like you need to burp, but you can't burp, and it won't go down, so it just kind of sits there for a minute. I mean, it's painful. Another thing is just drinking liquids. Before, you know, I could gulp down a bottle of water in, you know, 10, 15 seconds, you know, especially in the middle of summer when we're hot and sweating to death, and, you know, just to stay hydrated. Now you got to kind of do this whole sipping process with you know, you still get a gulp, but you don't get a big gulp, if you know what I'm saying. So I'll go ahead and just kind of demonstrate like a normal sip. This is G2 Gatorade. It's like 50 calories for a whole bottle, so. Normally I can get about 4 decent little sips / small gulps before I kind of fill it there in my my stomach, and it gets to be a little bit uncomfortable. It's almost as if you got a burp, but you don't want to burp after just, you know, swallowing some liquid. So I can do that all day long if I need to. It's kind of a pain in the rear, if you know what I'm saying, because like I said, I'm used to just chugging fluids down, you know, and now I got to kind of take it real slow. I have recently finally able to hit my my liquid intake of like 64 ounces they want me to get in. I only hit that once so far over the whole entire month. Bare minimum they want me to get in is 54, and I can get close to it, but I can't consistently get to it. And I notice like I can drink a lot one day, and then the next day it seems like I can't drink as much. Today I feel like I can drink a lot more. Yesterday I didn't feel like I could drink that much at all, but the day before that I actually got in roughly about 70 ounces. They have this thing called dumping syndrome after you have gastric or sleeve or whatever, and you get it generally, from what I understand, from whenever you consume sugar or sweets or something like that. It makes you real flush, pale, and makes you feel horrible. Well, I only tried this little piece. It was maybe like 2 little fork pieces of it, and I didn't feel anything from it. So I don't know yet if I have dumping syndrome or if I will get it. I'm sure I will figure that out at some point here. It's really just fighting your own mind, guys. Your mind says, you know, my old fat mind says, hey, let's do this. But then your new self's like, hey, no, we need to stick on our proteins, you know, focusing on our liquids, yada, yada, yada. But your old mind is still there, and it's still trying to kick your butt, and it's still trying to keep you fat, and it's still trying to do all the bad stuff. But it's a constant, you know, this surgery is not fixing everything. That's why I tell people, you know, it's not the easy way out. Does it make it so that you can eat less food? Yes. And in return, you will lose weight from just that. But is it the easy way? By no means whatsoever. It's, you know, I was kind of under the assumption in my own mind that, hey, I'll never have to go on a diet again. Now I kind of feel like I'm on a diet 24/7. I mean, I'm constantly, I have to think about ahead of what I'm going to eat, what I'm going to do, where I'm going to be. Like right now, here shortly, we're going to a basketball game. I need to make sure I take some sort of protein snack with me and make sure I have a bottle of water or, a Powerade with no sugar or Gatorade with low sugar. Something like that. I have to have it with me because these things aren't readily available. Okay, so this video is just kind of bringing you up to date, 1 month post-op here. Like I've already showed you, I went from 289, 290, I'm down to 261. And, it seems like right now I'm going about 2 pounds a week. The last couple weeks, 2 to 4 pounds I'm losing. So, as always, guys, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Later. Alright, guys, I figured I'd show you a real quick little kind of snack I do whenever I'm kind of wanting something sweet, but also, something delicious. Basically, I just got like 2 strawberries cut up and a kiwi cut in half. And then we have sugar-free whipped topping over here that I kind of just put in there to, I don't know, maybe make it go down a little easier.